What is up, boyos? It is Water Buffalo Man here, and we're back for more Ark Survival Ascended. Alright, so we're going to be going to do some artifact caves today. Or at least we're going to be attempting to do some. We're going to do the artifact of the crag. I have all three pinned. The crag, destroyer, and gatekeeper. We may try the gatekeeper cave today. I'm not entirely sure. The destroyer is right near our base, so we could grab that at any given time. But we're definitely going to attempt the crag cave. I don't know how difficult this cave is. I don't remember, truthfully. So we're going to go in with the Thyla. We do have our Rex on us, as well as our shotgun. So we should be A-okay for that for the most part. We're going to attempt it and see what we get. I can safely say I haven't done this cave in quite a while. So I'm kind of a little interested to see what happens, but I'm very happy to say that after we completed the tech replicator yesterday and beat the world boss of the Death Worm, we now have a tech gen plus a replicator, so that's a huge bonus for us, and that's slowly putting us in the direction of getting tech gear and getting some tech armor and things like that moving forward. So here is the Cave of the Crag. It is tucked right here. Let me get out this guy really quick. Coordinates are 28-29, roughly where it is. Let's grab our Thyla. I do have some antidotes on me just in case, because I do not recall if this is a like poisoned cave, like where we can get poisoned from the bats. And you seriously can't fit him through? Oh yeah, we can. Okay, I was about to say we can't fit him through. I thought Thylas are what you want to use in this cave. Ooh, we're getting some frames here. Probably rendering everything in. Let's level up some health here really quick. But yeah, we do have our Thyla, we do have the Rex as well. If we need to switch to something with a little more power, we can. I don't... Mega Reneo. I can tell you right now the Thyla is not going to be strong enough for that. So we're going to have to go T-Rex. I didn't want to have to bring out the T-Rex, but we're going to have to. Because this... Wow, we're getting a lot of frames. It's because everything is spawning in, I bet. Oh, wow, yeah. There's a ton spawning in here. I don't want to have to do it. But I may have... Did it die in the water? Is this thing dead in the water? Yeah, it died in the water. Okay. Interesting. Oh my god, dude. The frames are what is going on? Give me a second, guys. I apologize. Hang on. I'm gonna have to dino wipe this because there's just so much going on right here, just causing the frames to completely tank. I don't understand why this is doing this, so I apologize. Give me a second. Wow, this is terrible. I'm gonna try to clear all these guys out and see if this helps the frames. If not, I don't want to have to dino wipe, but I may have to. Because this is terrible, dude. The frames are just... I'm just going to let the Rex keep doing work, see what happens, because it's slowly getting better as we're fighting, I've noticed. It's slowly clearing up a little bit. But it's just a complete, like, overspawn in here. It seems like, at least. And it's just atrocious. And there's an alpha somewhere, apparently. Don't entirely know where. But there is, in fact, an alpha in here. Could be above us, which is completely plausible as well. But I don't know how that Mega Reneo died. I really am a little kind of confused on that one. Oh, is it that Mantis over there? Is that the Alpha? Nope, that's not the Alpha. But it is a Mantis. Alright, let's take out the bats. What is the Alpha in here? Is it above everything? It has to be above, maybe, or is it in the... What? Is it a rock golem? No, that's not the rubble golem, that's the alpha. I have no clue what the alpha is right now, actually. That's kind of insane. Okay, but now, if you notice, the frames are a little bit better because of the fact that we've cleared everything out for the most part. I'm going to take this raw meat, and I'm going to take this. Yeah, so that was definitely an overspawn. Is what caused a lot of that issue. So let's just hook shot over here. Grab this. See what we got in here. Oh. Whoop, Direwolf. Are you the alpha, buddy? Neither one of those are useful. You are not the alpha, but you are going to go Sleepy Night Night here in a second. Maybe more than a couple seconds, because this shotgun's doing terrible. With the fact that we don't have any kind of real buff. Alright, let's see. Let me get myself to the ceiling here really quick, guys. I don't know what that alpha is. I don't know where it is. It has to be above. Yeah, it absolutely has to be above where we're at right now. So, let me see if I can get on the Thyla here really quick. Alright, we're back on the Thyla. Let's continue down this pathway. We should be fine now. If it happens to spawn in a, like an alpha or something, we'll swap out to the Rex again. But the Thyla should be okay. He's got 60 armor saddle on, a 67. I think I did upgrade it to a 67. But let me finish off this guy here really quick. Yeah, we put it as, no, it's at a 69.2. So the saddle is higher. There's an Achatina right there. I wish we could tame that, but I don't believe we can because it's a cave version. Alright, there's a blue drop right down there, but we gotta fight this direwolf really quick. That is sulfur right there. If you're wondering what that green stuff is, that is in fact sulfur. So if you need sulfur, that's where you can come get some. This cave isn't generally too challenging, but because of the fact that we're running Arkology, everything is slightly harder with the fact that we can get alphas, we can get the Mega Reneos, we can get tons of scorpions just dropping on us apparently. Literally just tons of scorpions dropping on us. Like, what is going on? Is there like a scorpion party up top? Did I, like, step in at the wrong time? I'm sorry if I interrupted something. Because, like, there's a ton of scorpions here. There's a mantis right there as well. Yeah, I believe that is a drop right there. There's an alpha around here. Something is an alpha. Yep, there's definitely another alpha somewhere. It's probably down around that corner. But I'm keeping an eye on our health. Luckily, this guy does bleed, so that'll really help us out. I think that might be the alpha right there. Why, what was that black smoke there? Why couldn't I see for a second? What the hell was that? Oh. I see an alpha mantis down there. But I don't know what's going on with that black smoke there. Because I know Dreadmares can summon that, but I was like, there's no Dreadmares in this cave. With these guys being mate boosted, I'm doing half the damage. But luckily my bleed's still doing work. Alright, there we go. Oh, they're still mate boosted, because there's another one right over there. And this guy having quick hitting is kind of terrible. I'm half tempted to take that stat off, or that trait, just so this guy can start hitting more. Because my damage will go up if I get rid of that trait. I'll hit slower, but my damage will go up. And I feel like that might actually be quite a nice benefit. Come on, go. Die already. This is kind of... Sorry, I'm trying to watch that thing up the road, and I don't know what caused that black smoke. I really don't. Perhaps like that. What is that? Is there a sand... Oh, sandstorm. There's a sandstorm out there. So we're in a sandstorm, and every time I go into the wall like that, it causes a sandstorm to hit us. Okay, that makes total sense. Let me hop off you really quick. Check this drop. Check this drop, please. Torch. I'll take that skin, though. That's an explorer note right there. Somehow I didn't grab it, which is a surprise. And I turned right into the smoke again. Let's toss out the Rex. Just because I feel like the Rex is going to be the best case scenario against anything going forward, especially if there's an alpha... I can't see shit. Especially if there's an alpha scorpion right here. I'm just going to keep biting. Bro, this sandstorm needs to go away. Like, I can't see anything. It makes it worse that it's affecting us in the cave, dude. Like, what is this? Luckily, we're able to hit hard enough, so it doesn't matter too much. Hopefully this alpha... lag? Yep, lag, there it is. Alright, we took out the alpha, so that's going to cut their defense in half, but we're still going to have to deal with mate boosted. I can't see anything, though, right now. I'm wearing that set of goggles, so you think I'd be able to see things. Bro, that's terrible. Alright. Let's see. Let me turn this way. I might have to stay in like first person walking through this cave to try to be able to see anything, because this is insane at this point. No, that even kind of screws it up a little bit too. I think it's anytime I phase into like a wall or anything, it just completely smokes us out. I'm not even doing that. But this sandstorm needs to pass quick. Once this does, this will be a lot easier. I'm just going to keep biting. Because there's still quite a bit here. Okay. I believe the sandstorm is pretty much past at this point. We should be just about done. Come on, sandstorm. Bro, how is it still here? How is this thing still hitting me? I hear a rock golem somewhere else. Ow. I don't know where it is. Rubble golem right here, I believe. Yep. I can't see anything, dude. This is terrible. What is going on? Like, bro, what is this? This has been bad. I can't even, like, I turned my camera and I'm blinded by everything. It's because of that sandstorm. I'm not sure what I need to do right here to make this work. Like, I'm sitting still and I'm blind. I'm legitimately blind to everything right now. I think the cave entrance is this way. I can't even tell. Like, this is terrible. I'm trying to see it. Like, bro, I'm literally... I don't want to restart the cave, because I believe we're, like, halfway through it. Alright, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to throw my Thyla out. We're going to look at what's in the wreck, see if there's anything we need. There isn't. Can I pick you up, please? Thank you. I'm still blind a lot of the way, but it is what it is. I think maybe it was a Rex causing it? I don't honestly have a clue. Look at all those, man. Oh my. Ooh, red drop. That could be good. Just going to sit here and keep biting. We need that red drop. I do believe we are getting closer to the artifact. But there's a lot of scorpions to the left. Just gonna keep biting our way through it. I don't know why at all we're getting destroyed by that sandstorm stuff. Like, that was terrible. I just now know from now on I won't be doing any caves if there's a sandstorm active nearby. Because it's instant. That's a rubble golem. Ouch. I gotta get right up on this guy and bite him, because he can bleed. One way to beat rubble golems really easy is to bleed them out. And I don't want to say really easy because it's easy, just like easier is to bleed them out. I think I see the artifact right through that doorway. Yeah, it's right there. It's down that doorway to the left. We just got to make our way through here and survive this little interaction we have here with this guy. You know what we're gonna do? Just for support. Maybe if I could throw it out. Yeah, just put the Rex on aggressive. Just let him go crazy. Let him just fight everything in this cave. Did I get poisoned? I did not get poisoned. Sorry. I'm trying to just focus a little bit on what's going on around, because we're getting everything to go possibly wrong right now. Can't see halfway through the cave. Can't see anything in the cave. I can't even tell how far along the rubble golem is to being done. Okay, it's about halfway. They're not strong, especially if you bleed them out. They just have really sturdy defense. So if you bleed them out, they're like relatively easy to beat. Is that a That's a megalosaur right there. That is a complete megalosaurus right there. If that is, I may actually try to tame that, because I believe you can tame those in these caves. Bro, can you attack things at your feet? Please? Bro, you are getting smoked. Apparently he doesn't want to fight back. What are you doing? Rex, what are you doing, dude? Like, fight. Why are you just standing there? Can you attack now? Like, what is going on here? It's just standing. Okay, now it's kind of fighting, I do believe. But there's a direwolf right here I want to make sure I take out. Like, I don't know why it was just standing there. But I do believe that is a megalosaur over there. I don't know if you guys could see it from the angle I'm looking at, but it is right there. It is Arkology Megalosaurus. It is level 55. Let's check this drop really quick while we got a second. Maybe? There it is. Danatherium saddle. I'm not going to say no to that. Alright, the Thyla decided it wanted to go fight everywhere, so that's cool. That's great. Great to know. That's a cool looking megalosaur. Can I blast it with a shotgun possibly to just try to get it to aggro? Alright, the Thyla's on it already. I'm just letting my guys go nuts in this cave because I got no clue what's going on down there. They're not fighting anything. The megalos are really cool. We're going to be using them probably a lot on aberrations. One reason why I'm not taming one now. You were just struggling in this cave, dude. You were trying your damnedest to eat everything and anything. And you're just not doing a good job. I do believe that is the artifact right there. Yes, it is. Alright, so we are at the end of the cave. Like I said, I didn't want to leave just yet because I thought we were getting close. But I didn't know how close we actually were. But we must be at the end. So let's go grab that artifact. We have to fight 2 more things, I believe, before we get an alpha. Sure, good test. I like tests. I like math tests. Let's go. An alpha Pulmonoscorpius. Only a level 25, though. Hopefully we get something decent from it. The only thing I hate about direwolves on these guys is you can get pinned into corners. Like that. You can, in fact, find baby direwolves in these caves, I will tell you that much, so you could theoretically take them. Hey, we did get something. We got some arrows and a hide gauntlet thing. Let me check that in a second. Is there... There's usually a rubble golem in here. There's actually not this time. Okay, we kind of lucked out. But yeah, these green rocks here are in fact sulfur. So, let me just show you really quickly here. Let me take all the stuff we need. And then grab the artifact. And you can get a torch skin for a torch, clearly. But yeah, this is... Oh, it's a baby direwolf. This is sulfur. Hit it, you get sulfur. So if you ever need sulfur when you're in the caves, this is the way to get it. But we don't need it, so we're going to work our way back out, and we don't really want that baby direwolf. We're going to let it live and maybe mature and grow throughout this cave. We got the one artifact. We should only need to fight the boss at least once. We're probably going to skip straight to alpha on the manticore. I don't believe we'll need like to do beta or gamma. So we're just going to completely make our way back out of this cave. I will bring you guys back when we get to the end. And I will see you guys momentarily. Well, never mind, guys. I was going to see you guys momentarily, but there's an alpha mantis blocking my path now. That's interesting. Not what I wanted to run into, but it is what it is, so we'll take it. Maybe we'll get something good out of it. But we're going to back up and fight the scorpion one-on-one, hopefully, and then get the... well, we got the direwolf that's coming over from the left. We're now going to try to fight this mantis. It's only level 20, so it's not too strong, but it is an alpha. And anything that's an alpha is always a little bit dangerous. Oh, it's a 145 direwolf right here. We may actually take this baby if we can destroy this parent. Oh, there's 2 of them here. Yeah, we're going to have to bleed these guys out. Alright, you're down to about half health. The Thyla is taking a beating. I will admit the Thyla is taking a pretty bad beating. It has been for a while, but that's pretty much because of the fact that we're in a cave. And everything here just wants to fight. Alright, let's take out this mantis really quick. Alright, mantis goes down. Perfect. Where did that baby direwolf go? If that's still around, we might claim it. It is not, from what I can see. Alright, yeah, but that was an alpha mantis. We're going to level up our health again. We didn't get anything that great. That Mantis Claw is cool. That's pretty much all we got from that was valuable. So, is there a baby around anywhere? No? Alright, so now, hopefully, we'll meet you guys back at the top. So, I'll see you guys momentarily. Okay, that was kind of nuts. The whole damn cave respawned as we were making our way out. Legitimately, the whole cave refilled with creatures. So that was kind of terrible. Jeez, that was bad. There was at least another 50 creatures there. Hot damn, okay. Yeah, so that's one artifact. I guess let's try to go do the Gatekeeper Cave, I do believe would be next. But let's get to somewhere safe that I can pull out my flyer. The one thing I hate about Thylas is you try to jump and climb with them and they just spaz out like that. On single player, it's not as bad. But on servers, it's kind of trash. Alright, so we're going to take probably the meat, more than likely. Put you away. Grab out our Tapa Jahara. Do you have enough weight to carry us, buddy? Yes, you do. We're going to store a bunch of raw meat in you. I just kicked my dog in the butt. Sorry, Rex. I just kicked him in the butt because he was sitting underneath me and I didn't realize. Sorry, baby boy. But yeah, so what we're going to do now is we're going to head to the Gatekeeper Cave. And we are going to go explore that. So one plan I do want to do for our final base, we're going to build an ultimate base. Probably on Extinction, I'm thinking is probably going to be where we're going to build it. And it's going to contain every artifact of every map. So I'm going to go back through and gather every single artifact. Or I might just start gathering 2 of them at certain caves that I don't want to do more than once later on. But we'll do that, and I want to have them all on display when we do the final battles. But there is a 140 Scorched Desolatitan over at that Destroyer Cave. I know that for a fact because I was just there trying to make sure I had the cave marked up right. And I found one out there. It's a 140. I want to tame it. Not sure how yet. With me having kibble, I could theoretically now tame it. But I need to keep stealing wyvern eggs. Like, that's what I've been doing, is jacking wyvern eggs. The reason I haven't shown you guys is because I'm not keeping any of the wyverns. I'm literally just jacking the eggs for kibble. Like, I'll fly through on this guy, grab an egg, fly out of there quick, fly through, grab an egg, fly out of there quick. Like, and I'm just taking handfuls, like 4 or 5 eggs at a time, sometimes dying, and then going back through and rinsing and repeating. Because I don't plan on using wyverns. Like I said prior, when I used Jaces for that little bit, I don't like wyverns, I don't care for them. I don't want to use them. The only wyverns I really, really like are the crystal wyverns, but we're not going to get them for a long time because they are only on Crystal Isles, and for some reason, Wildcard completely forgot about Crystal Isles and Lost Island because they just don't like islands, apparently. But I'm thoroughly excited for those 2 to come out. I really am. Lost Island was one of the ones that really got me back into Ark. Crystal Isles was one of the first servers that the boys and I ever really played together on. Like, I played back on the island originally, Scorched Earth, Extinction, Aberration, all of them when they initially launched. But we took a break for a while, all of us did, because it just had gotten to the point where we didn't know what we were doing. We really didn't. We were new players, like, compared to what I know now and how I am now with this game, I'm drastically different. The boys and I, we had no clue how to play. It was terrible. And then when we did try playing again, we used Crystal Isles, because apparently I remember I did a lot of research to find the biggest map to explore, and that was the main thing behind it, is we wanted the biggest map to explore. And my buddy Mike had told me all about it and how great he had played on Crystal Isles and watched someone play on it. I think he had watched Syntac at that point in time do his Crystal Isles series. And he was like, yo, we need to try this map. Let's get it. Let's go. So we got onto it, played it. We absolutely loved it. I think we spent about a month on it just doing random stuff. We didn't even know like how to fight bosses. We didn't know how to get artifacts at that point in time because like we had learned about caving and everything back on the original island, Scorched and things like that. But Crystal Isles being a mod map, we didn't really know anything. So it wasn't even a mod map then. It was just like a non-official map, technically, I guess would be the term for it. But we didn't know much then, so we just truthfully like explored around and found cool things and other things like that. But we eventually found our way around the map. Came to find out that you can get almost every single artifact, I think from Aberration, Extinction, and Scorched and the Island on that map, if I do recall. And we absolutely loved it, so we ended up using that as like our focal point whenever we played on a server with clusters. That was like our main hut, because we could get everything, just go to the other island maps or Scorched Earth or whatever, and then fight the bosses without having to run any of these caves, because we had all the artifacts. Oh, we had a... I also do recall we had a map on Valguero at one point. We had a Ragnarok thing we played together on. Oh, we had a blast. I don't know why what is going on with this guy? It's doing it again? Yep, it is doing it again. Not as bad, though. It's red smoke, though. Once we clear this cave area, I'm going to switch off of this guy and switch back to probably the Thyla, because I can't see a damn thing. But yeah, we played... I want to say we probably tried at least every map at least once in this game. At least we've explored it, done everything we needed to do in it. Except for bosses, clearly, because we were never really boss players at that point in time. We didn't really understand the concept of why we needed to fight the bosses. Now that's a completely different story. Now I do. Now I love it. But now we had a lot of fun, and I know a lot of the boys, myself included, are very excited about the... I can't see anything. I need to kill the snake really quick. When it reappears right here. Yep, there it is. Myself, the boys included, are all really excited for Rag to re-release. There's a lot of excitement in my group of friends about that map, so. Alright, let's continue on this way. So we're going to have to utilize this Thyla. The cave is not letting me use the Rexes, which is fine. I mean, it's not even letting me use the Thyla, really. I don't know what this visual bug is. I'm probably going to have to relog after this cave is done. So this will probably just do 2 caves in this video, and we'll do the artifact, the Gatekeeper cave, or Destroyer cave, next video with a complete different setup, I suppose. Maybe I'll relog or something and try. I don't know what it's doing. This is a terrible drop. A hide shirt on Scorched Earth is pretty much one of the worst things you can get from a drop, because you're not going to use it. But we do have 2 treasure maps. Those I'm going to definitely be using. Depending on how... Whoa, okay. We can go up and around, or we can drop straight down. Let's go up and around just for safety. Just to try to get some more meat and maybe get some extra health back while we're taking our time going around. I did want to get another Thyla before I went caving, but I realized the caves aren't too difficult on this map, so I was like, we should be able to get through it. And if I could fit through with my Rex, I could use the Rex as well, which is part of my plan. I don't want to get hit by this Arkology. My part of the plan was I could also throw the Rex out in like really tough spots if I needed to, and let him just, or her, whatever, just go completely nuts in that cave, and that's kind of what we've been doing. Alright, so the Thyla is kind of pretty beat up again. Let's continue down. If I have to, I will throw the Rex out and let him just clear house. Yeah, that's what we'll just do here. Go down there and clear out. Let you do your thing. I know this Mantis is going to come up to me, which is fair. Mantises are also a really good way, I know you guys know this, but Mantises are a really good way to get a bunch of polymer. So if you need to get polymer and like you're doing caves at the same time, completely fantastic idea just to gather every bit of organic polymer from them. You could just sit here and grind that out, as well as a metric ton of chitin. If you brought in a Megatherium right now, you could probably walk out with thousands and thousands and thousands of chitin. Because I'm already sitting on... It's almost 3 grand between just what we've done. Oh, baby. That is a hell of a drop. That is a 400% chainsaw. We are absolutely ecstatic about that. We're going to let him just do his fighting. We can't do anything to this guy. How's the Thyla looking? Thyla's getting a little beat up. But yeah, this 480.6% chainsaw, that is nuts, dude. That is insane. Because that could allow me to get a lot of chitin, a lot of anything. Like, truthfully, anything you need, chitins, wood, whatever you could possibly think of. Yeah, see, we do nothing with the shotgun. So that's entirely pointless for us to do this. But, that 480.6%, I may actually try to blueprint that really quick and then see what I get out of it if I can create one, because that's fantastic. That is nutty. I'm super excited about that. All right, pick you up. Also, for those of you that are really looking into getting just like some extra resources, cool little trick you can do. Not trick, just something you can do is you could smack this guy up a bunch. The rubble golems always drop a bunch of, well, just a bunch of resources, so you can get a bunch of stuff from fighting those guys as well. But yeah, that chainsaw, that's game changing for us, truthfully. I don't know. I hate going on foot through these because I don't have a good shotgun at all. What do you have on you that I need to take? We'll take this. Put you away for now. I guess we'll get you ready. Well, let's just reload the shoddy really fast first. But yeah, I'm super stoked about that shotgun. Like that's insane. I'm gonna go like I can chop a bunch of trees up, get a bunch of hide. I think he can fit right here again. Yes, he can. How low on health are you? 2 grand. Okay, you're getting pretty low, so I got to start being a little more careful. There's an explorer note right there. We got to start being a little careful with this guy. There should be a drop somewhere in here as well, along one of the walls, if I do recall. Right, there's one as well, but I thought there was one higher up on the way down. Maybe I'm mistaken, thinking of a different cave. I'm hoping for a shotgun. A 480% shotgun would have been better than that chainsaw for me right now, but I'm not going to complain about the chainsaw. Especially with me being able to BP that with that B+ converter. That's game. That is golden. Jace will definitely want that as well. So that's going to help us both out. There may also be a third person joining along with us for the ride through all the maps. He probably won't be like playing fully along with us, but he'll be along the ride as well. Loopy Gaming will possibly be joining us, so that's going to be interesting. I'm excited to see that. I'll tag him at some point in one of the videos or something, but he may be joining. I've spoke to him a little bit about it. He's interested in joining and starting to do some of this kind of content. He's a Gray Zone Warfare content creator right now, but he's definitely interested in joining up. Let's see if I can get the Rex thrown in down right there. Did you... Okay. You didn't. You did not. That must be just out of my range. Because that's the artifact right there. I don't want to jump right into that, because that's a terrible place to drop right into. Yeah, we're going to get smoked if we jump right into that. Maybe, let's just maybe, I got an idea. Let me re-angle myself a little bit. Red drop down there as well. Yeah, if we could jump here, this could be pretty good. Alright, yeah, this is nice. This is alright. We can work our way down by taking on like 1 or 2 creatures at a time. But with a red drop being down there, we want to get that too. Hopefully that'll be something good as well. Okay, 1 or 2 creatures at a time turned into 4. I get it. There's a Titanoboa now. Yeah, we're definitely... I probably should bring the Rex out, huh? At this point, probably should just bring out the big boy. The big guns. Let that thing fight its way through for us. Because the Thyla's taking a beating. The Thyla's pretty much donezoed for us at this point. Thyla cannot fight back. Alright, so that's what we'll definitely do. Pick you up, because you're beat up. Alright, you have a little more health. You have 20k, so you're just a bit stronger than the Thyla. But let's make our way down throughout here with this guy, because this Rex will be able to destroy the rest of this cave, no question. 396. Is there an alpha? No, mate boosted right there. And I shouldn't have to worry about my armor being broken as easy sitting on top of our T-Rex versus being on the ground level with the Arthropleurus. Oh yeah, 590. Alright, yeah, we're perfect. This is probably the level of Rexes we're going to be using for the boss battle as well. Hitting about 500-600. We may end up going slightly stronger. Put you on neutral for a second so you don't just take off on me. Yep, there's a skin for a spiked torch, or a pike, should I say. Let's drop down here. This is going to be a bad idea because we're going to have to fight everything, but I do want that red drop. I do not want to miss out on that. And it's kind of in a corner surrounded by everything anyway, so we had to get down here, so it doesn't really matter too much. Let's just slice our way through everything with our big jaws. The Robo Golem's just chilling up in the sky. I'm not even going to question why he's hanging out up there. I'm just going to let him do his own thing. Alright. Is that everything? Oh, there's a mantis over there and a scorpion right here. Okay. No, let's hope. I'm hoping for shotgun. Like a really good shotgun would be fire. I would not be upset with that. There's the mantis coming around. I don't know why it's taking the scenic route to get to me, but it is. It's stuck on the scorpion as well. Maybe I can do a sneaky grab right quick. Desert. Okay. That was a terrible red drop. That was not worth the effort to get down here. But now we have officially 2 of the 3 artifacts, so that's kind of nice. Let's finish chomping this guy up. Alright. Oh, another scorpion. Okay. Alright, that one's down. What do we have on here that we want to take? We have some polymer. Yeah, look at all this chitin. Like, if you had a creature that specifically got chitin, like a Megatherium or Beelzebufo, which I actually happened to tame a Beelzebufo off screen. Like I said, I didn't think it was necessary to need because I just only needed it for a little bit of cementing paste. And you guys have seen me tame one prior, so I really didn't feel like that was something super necessary. And it wasn't a good one. It was a level like 70 or 50 that came out as like a 140. So it wasn't anything specifically made for anything really. It was just one of those that I was like, hey, let's get it kind of thing. But yeah, so that's now 2 artifacts down, the Crag and the Gatekeeper. We ended up walking out with a pretty good chainsaw, a nice Danatherium saddle, and a nice, decent set of cloth blueprint desert cloth pants. There we go. They're not better than what we have, but it is what it is. I could also crafting skill these and probably get them a little higher. We did get some decent goggles, which are slightly better than what we have now. We do have not 1, but 2 treasure maps that we need to go take a look at. So let me get us out of the cave, and I will meet you guys over at those treasure maps. So give me a few seconds here. Let me just finish fighting everything, and I'll get us over to those. If I don't fall off the edge. Alright guys, so these were actually relatively close to us. They were, I don't know, maybe less than 200 meters away from the Gatekeeper nest area? The cave spot? That's the word I'm looking for. We should have our shovel on us, do we not? Yes, we do. Okay, so let's do this first shovel. We're not going to go too far that way because there's thorny dragons. Let's see what we got. Compound bow, really strong chest piece. A nice compound bow. Let's check the second one. And I'm about to say, did it bug out? It wouldn't be the first time we've had one bug out on us. And we got a sickle. That's not terrible. We'll take all that. So let's hop on the back of this guy again really quickly here and see what we got. So we got a 1600 Riot Blueprint chest piece. That could be decent for like the Extinction boss fight, but right now that's kind of not... I mean, it is useful to us. The only thing that's going to suck is getting the polymer and the pearls, but with us knowing those 2 really good spots, that polymer won't be hard. Just need a bunch of mantises. And the pearls, that'll be really easy. Well, let's go into Red Ob, but this right here is kind of nice. Actually, with metal arrows, you could one-shot a lot of creatures with one of these, so that could be really, really good for us as well. But that's going to be it for the episode, guys. We're going to head back to base. We're kind of pretty heavy. We did quite a bit today. We got some caving done. We ended up getting 2 artifacts, and we have now gotten some really good loot, especially that chainsaw. I'm interested to see what that can do later. And we may end up actually trying to get one of these guys down here later on. So we'll see how that goes. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys back here next time for more Ark Survival Ascended. So thank you guys. I'll see you guys then.